I love the Browns on Sunday. Is it not the same exact spot that we had last year that the Ravens are dealing with, right? Last year, they opened up the season against Kansas City on the road in prime time, a team that they lost to in the playoffs. It was a revenge game in week 1, and they lose in heartbreaking fashion. Isaiah Likely's toe is out of bounds. The Chiefs win the game. Well, week 2, everybody thinks the Ravens are going to bounce back. They're double-digit favorites against the Raiders. They're at home. It's going to be a 3-touchdown blowout. The Ravens lose outright. Where here we are again, week 1, on the road against the Bills, the team that you lost to in the playoffs last year. They lose that game, but the Ravens look awesome for 3.5 quarters. And I think going into this week, and I would think a majority of people are expecting the Ravens to just bounce back this week and absolutely blow out the Browns. But that's not going to happen. The Browns are going to keep this game close. The last 3 times that these teams have met in Baltimore, they've all been decided by 1 score. As a Ravens fan, I can just tell you guys, there are certain games they get up for, and there are certain games that they don't get up for. When they're a big favorite at home, they normally struggle in those games. 1 p.m. games, they're normally bad. I was also looking back through the Ravens. They're 1-3 since 2021 in 1 p.m. games against divisional opponents. Joe Burrow has only beaten the Ravens 1 time, and it was at a 1 p.m. game in Baltimore. So there's something about that 1 p.m. game for the Ravens when they go up against divisional opponents, when they're a big favorite, that they always struggle with. And I've talked about this a couple times with Baltimore too. You always want to look for the games to fade the Ravens when they're not going to use their rushing attack. There are certain games throughout the season where they kind of hold back. They don't run Lamar. They don't run Derek as much as they should. And those are the games that they get into trouble. How about this stat for you guys? Last year, the Ravens played 4 divisional games before Thanksgiving. Derrick Henry got 16 carries or less in all 4 of those games. The Ravens went 2-2 in those games. They lost to the Browns and the Steelers, and they won both games against the Bengals. And if you remember both of those Cincinnati games, they should have lost. The Ravens easily could have been 0-4 last year in divisional games before Thanksgiving, and it's because AFC North, physical games, they don't really want to run Derek. They don't really want to run Lamar. They throw the ball more than they should,